Are you serious? Are you serious? We've got some incredible breaking news happening really in 3 different places of the world, and we're keeping an eye on a 4th. First, let me put a disclaimer. Some of the content and information of this video is for entertainment only. And www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com. Call them on the phone at 877-646-5347. Guys, if you could go back in time and buy oil before the world relied on it, would you? Of course you would. Anybody would, right? So why aren't we buying the silver right now? The people who recognize the oil industry didn't just make some money, folks. They got ahead of one of the biggest economic shifts in history. And today, a similar opportunity is unfolding with silver. Silver is more than a precious metal. It's a critical resource used in solar panels, electric vehicles, defense systems, AI infrastructure, and the massive data centers powering our digital world. That's right. And while demand keeps growing, it's still affordable enough that the average American can start accumulating right now. You know, silver is one of the prophecy, and it's prophecy for sure. It's one of the biblical currencies in the Bible. And that's why investors are turning to silver to protect against inflation and their own one of the world's most important strategic resources. Don't be that person who looks back 10 years later and says, I saw it coming, I just didn't act. Click on the link below the video. Go to www.pastorpaulgold.com. That's www.pastorpaulgold.com, or call them on the phone at 877-646-5347. You'll be glad that you did. All right. Well, guys, the earthquakes are still shaking and quaking. And also the wars are in a state of chaos. But let's start with the earthquakes and work our way to all of them. First of all, there has been a total of 81 earthquakes in the last 24 hours. Some of them major, some of them mega. The mega the mega earthquake was a 7.8 that hit the Philippines last night while we were live on the air. It's been followed by 6.0, 6.0, 4.8, 4.9, 5.0. Then a boom, a 6.5 hit. Now 32 people are dead, over 100 people are injured, and the death toll is expected to rise. There was a whole lot more aftershocks after that. And then we had the incredible situation develop this afternoon when a 6.1 earthquake rocked Cuba and southern Florida. Mantua, Cuba, is where the epicenter was the closest, causing a major, significant shaking in Cuba. But it really shook Florida. Miami, buildings were swaying. People were shaking. The Florida Keys, all of the Keys felt the shake and the quake. Southern Florida, it was the biggest earthquake in Florida in 150 years. During a year of a super El Nino, where heat waves have been coming, where there's forest fires burning, where there's drought, and famine appearing. And then you throw in the war, the Strait of Hormuz, the lack of fertilizer, and the high price of gasoline and diesel. And we're facing a possible, literally a possible world hunger situation that could develop in several third world countries. And in America, a lot of people will be hungry as well because they just can't afford the food. So this is starting to become very critical mass. We're very concerned about it. And there's 81 earthquakes in the last 24 hours. That, my friends, is a serious problem. Now, also, we have this webinar coming. They're getting ready to do a disclosure during the same time all this is happening. And if you look at it in prophecy, the Bible says there'll be earthquakes in divers or different places. He said, beware, there will be false Christ and false prophets shall come. They shall deceive many. You'll hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass. The end is not yet. Nation will rise against nation and kingdoms against kingdoms. And there'll be famines, okay? There'll be pestilences or plagues, Ebola type plagues. the flesh-eating flies that are on the cattle in Texas. So there will be these famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. It's truly happening when you have an earthquake in Florida. And while all this is going on, Jesus said, these are just the beginning of the sorrows. And you can read it for yourself in Matthew 24. But when he did say wars and rumors of wars, well, a Russian drone now violated another country's airspace, this time Latvia. But this drone ran into some trouble because NATO scrambled a jet. It was a French military aircraft, but it was part of NATO. They scrambled it, and it got up there, and it shot the drone down, which was in the aircraft that came to Latvia to shoot it down was a French military plane of NATO stationed in Lithuania. So, I mean, Putin is pushing and prodding. He's going over the line in Romania, going over the line in Poland, going over the line in Latvia, now going over the line also in Lithuania, and he's already using Belarus. He's pushing and pushing, and he's probing to see what the reaction by NATO forces will be. Latvia, thank you, Latvia. I'm saying Latvia, I'm sorry. Latvia and Lithuania and Estonia, all of those three Baltic states could be easy pickings for President Vladimir Boot Scootin' Nukin' Shootin' Tootin' Putin, but he'll run into NATO. And it looks like NATO is preparing for this confrontation. The Allied fighter jets successfully shot down the drone flying into Latvia, and Latvia's army said in a post on social media, authorities earlier today warned people in the eastern Latvia regions to seek shelter indoors due to the threat. The alert ended when the drone was shot down. Now, meanwhile, President Zelensky, Vladimir Zelensky of Ukraine, says this is small mistake can break a big friendship after reform councils pulled down the Ukrainian flags. Vladimir Zelensky said the decision by some reform councils to pull down Ukrainian flags was the kind of small mistake that can make and break a big friendship. He told The Guardian, one of the news agencies, that both countries need each other, as the threat posted by Russia to Ukraine poses one also to the United Kingdom. The British people helped us from the very beginning of this war. It's so true. It's because of security, not only values, but it's about security in Europe. It's about the interests of the United Kingdom, he told the newspaper. And, of course, he met with Keir Starmer and French President Emmanuel Macron and Germany's Chancellor Friedrich Merz, and they met in London and asked whether the reforms should put back up the flags taken down from the council buildings. He said, I hope they'll put them back up. I don't want to be involved in any political thing, but I would think they should put them back up. Somebody made a mistake. Ukraine forces have recaptured about 600 square kilometers of territory so far this year, and yet Putin continues to bomb away at the innocent civilians in several different countries there, cities in Ukraine. Now, while that's all going on, and we got the earthquakes happening, strange places, and we have the Russian drone getting shot down by a NATO plane over Latvia. Now we have President Donald J. Trump declaring an end to the attacks against Israel after he first exchanged. Israel has yet to respond to this announcement, but President Donald Trump is demanding that Iran and Israel stop shooting at each other. Now, Iran and Israel traded strikes last night. Iran has declared an end to its military operations against Israel after the two sides exchanged a wave of attacks. Iran started it again. Iran fired at Israel and said, we're doing this because you're still bombing Hezbollah in Lebanon. Israel fired back saying, you can't be shooting at us. That'll never work. Now, none of Iran's missiles got into Israel. They were intercepted by the Iron Dome and did not hurt anybody. But Israel's did hit several locations in Iran. Benjamin Netanyahu says, look, the fire on this front has been contained, but warned that if Iran strikes again, we will respond with force. Trump urged both sides to slow down and stop. President Trump had demanded that these two countries immediately stop shooting. He also said that they were looking to do an immediate ceasefire and that the final negotiations of peace were proceeding and subject to ignorance or stupidity that it would get away. Well, Iran started it. Now listen, Iran fired on Israel. Israel fired back. And if Iran fires on Israel again, Israel will fire back. They listen, the Jews went through the Holocaust. Never again. Never again. Never again. And yet they're surrounded by Arab nations that would like to wipe them off the face of the map. These are the very words of the Iranian Ayatollahs. So Trump is trying to, work this Middle East peace deal, which is next thing to impossible. And even if they do sign it, it won't last 7 years. And Trump has said on Meet the Press that the United States and Iran are very close to a deal to end the war and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. And everybody wants that to happen, including me and you and everybody else. But know this, there will never be peace between these nations until the Prince of Peace comes and rules for 1,000 years, which he is going to do, by the way. And I did a video, I think, did I do it yesterday? I can't remember. Maybe I did it Saturday. On the year 2033, there's going to be a blood moon over Jerusalem on the Passover day of April the 14th, 2023, the exact anniversary of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ 2,000 years ago exactly. I know something's very significant. God is a God of order and of timing. There's no possible way that on the 2000th anniversary of the crucifixion, resurrection of Christ, that God would put a blood moon and then put it right over Jerusalem on the 2000th anniversary during Passover. Trust me, this is a significant sign, but it is 7 years away. Keep this in mind as this negotiation is going on. And now the Antichrist has to confirm no matter what covenant is signed, whether it's an extension of the Abraham Accords, whatever it is. The Antichrist has to come along and confirm the covenant, and he does it at the halfway point of the tribulation period, and then he walks into the third temple that will be built in Jerusalem and declares before the worshipers of God in the temple of God, he will say, I am God. And that will be the abomination of desolation that was spoken of by Daniel the prophet standing in the holy place. Jesus said, whosoever read that understands that. If you can have an ear to hear, I'm telling you, it's going to happen, and we're on the cusp of it. The red heifers are in the stall. All of the golden menorah is setting on Mount Zion. The priestly garments are complete, including all 12 stones, precious stones, in the breastplate of the high priest. The high priest has his crown. They have the golden shewbread table. And according to rabbis that I've talked to, especially Rabbi Yehuda Glick and others, the Ark of the Covenant is in possession of the Israelis in a secret location that they know where it's at. And when the third temple's done, they will bring it out. 7 priests will carry it and walk it right to the front door. And I'm going to say right now, folks, that it's going to be the most the dedication of a third temple is going to be the biggest religious, if you want to look at it from a religious standpoint, the biggest religious event in the last 2,000 years. In the biblical sense, it will be absolutely the biblical prophetic landmark that starts certainly the clock ticking to the very end. And so these are the days we're in. So right now, as we're talking, We're on the brink of World War III with Russia and Ukraine, or Russia and NATO. When French planes on behalf of NATO are shooting down Russian drones over Lafayette, then you are on the brink. And Putin keeps probing. He keeps probing. He keeps probing all those little nations up there. And meanwhile, Trump is demanding that they stop this war between Iran and Israel. And meanwhile, we have earthquakes hitting everywhere. I mean, including Florida. This is the biggest earthquake to hit Florida in 150 years. And we have a super El Nino that is changing the weather patterns of the current ocean waters, which affects the winds as well, bringing upon massive tornadoes that we hear last night, and it's still going right now. We've got tornadoes in Colorado, and I think we have some in Texas, and there'll be more tonight again. And I mean, Wichita went through it a couple nights ago. Everybody knows. Missouri this morning, close to Springfield, Missouri, Branson area. I mean, look, there's tornadoes everywhere now. And this is June. This is supposed to be hurricane month, not tornado month. But everything's out of whack. Earthquakes in Florida instead of earthquakes in California. This was the biggest earthquake in 150 years for Florida. And Cuba is shaking and quaking and rocking and rolling, baby. I mean, this is what's going on. So we're studying it. We're watching closely. We see what's going on. We realize that we're living in the last days. And then you're dealing with the prophecy, promise of God, that the dry bones in Israel will live. And that nation would be rebirthed in a day, according to the prophet Isaiah. And the bones will eventually stand up on their feet like a mighty army. And that has happened, my friend. Israel is a nation. The bones are alive, and they are standing up like a mighty army. And we're on the brink of World War III. And the Son of God is coming soon. Are you saved, and are you ready? Rattle. Can you hear the bones in the graveyard rattling in the valley? Could God rebirth a nation in a day? Yes, he did. The children of Israel had to come out of the Holocaust, crawling out, and God has blessed them again.
Saturday was silent, and surely it was through. Since when has impossible ever stopped you? And Friday's disappointment is Sunday's empty tomb. Since when has impossible ever stopped you?
Are you serious? Here we go.
This is the sound of a dry bones rattling.
Iran says they quit.
This is the praise make a dead man walk again.
Do you believe it? Iran declares they're done.
Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live.
Do you believe it?
Again. This is the sound of dry bones rattling. Pentecostal fire.
Nope. Maybe for now. Nope, no way. Nope, nah. Soon, your resurrection power runs in my veins too. I believe there's another miracle here in this room.
This is the sound of dry bones rattling.
The bones are rattling.
This is the praise make a dead man walk again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. This is the sound of dry bones rattling.
Somebody shout right here in this chat room. Oh, I hear the sound of the dry bones. Yay. Oh, Lord.
My God is able to save and deliver and heal and restore anything that he wants to.
Yes, he can.
Just ask the man who was thrown on the bones of Elijah.
Are you serious?
I feel him
Moving it now.
I feel him
Moving it now.
I feel him
Doing it now.
Do it now. Do it now. This is the sound of
Dry bones rattling. Come on, somebody shout.
This is the praise, make a dead man walk again.
Do you believe?
Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. Open
The grave.
I'm coming out. I'm gonna
Live again.
This is the sound of dry bones rattling.
I can hear the sound of the bones rattling in the graveyard and the prophecy of the Word of God.
Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Prophesy and say to them, thus saith the Lord God, behold, my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up from your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. Then you shall know that I am the Lord, and I will put my spirit in you, and I will place you in your own land, and you shall live. I will place you in your own land. You shall live, 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 live.
You can feel the prophecy. You can see the answer. His answer is Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords.
This is the sound of dry bones rattling. Yeah, this is the praise, make a dead man walk again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. Open the grave, I'm coming out. I'm gonna live again. This is the sound of dry bones rattling.
Well, somebody say, I stand with Israel. This is the chat room. Oh, yes. Salvation Station. Welcome to Salvation Station.
It doesn't matter where you are or where you may have been. If you've heard the whole program or you're just tuning in, it's not complicated. Jesus is the way. Just type in the chat room that you want to be saved. It's the Salvation Station, beyond imagination. It's the gospel invitation to save you from your sin. It's the Salvation Station, your soul vindication, a brand new creation if you just let Jesus in.
Oh, I know right now you're getting happy. 6.1. Largest earthquake in Florida in 150 years. Earthquakes in divers places.
Welcome to the family. We're all related by the blood. Just brothers and sisters rescued from the flood. So tell every creature just what the Lord has done, so they can fly with us when the harvest has come. It's the Salvation Station, beyond imagination. It's the gospel invitation to save you from your sin. It's the salvation station, your soul vindication, a brand new creation if you just let Jesus in.
Somebody shout and say, Jesus saved my soul, and I've been washed in the blood. Gets me every time.
It's the salvation station, beyond imagination. It's the gospel invitation to save you from your sin. It's the salvation station, your soul vindication, a brand new creation if you just let Jesus in.
Salvation Station. That is the Salvation Station, and Israel Hall wrote that song. We have just a good time here. Well, of course, these are the breaking news happening right now. Israel and Iran have decided to stop for a minute. Trump is forcing that to happen. Meanwhile, earthquakes hitting in Cuba has rocked Cuba and has rocked Florida. It was the largest earthquake, 6.1, to hit Florida in 150 years. Also, the earthquake that hit the Philippines last night, 7.8. There is 32 people dead, 100 people injured, and that we're still waiting. That death toll, they say, is going to rise. Meanwhile, while all these earthquakes are happening around the world, there was a tsunami. The tsunami hit Malaysia, Indonesia. It hit Taiwan. It hit Japan. It hit Guam. There was damage in Indonesia and Malaysia, but not the others. What's this? My teeth? Are we talking about my teeth again? Are you serious? No, I'm not AI. I seen that comment a little bit earlier. Look at Paul's teeth. He has to be AI. No, they can't make an AI that can keep up with what I'm doing. They can't make one. If they try, they're going to mess up. They can't. There's no way to duplicate something that God created. I guarantee you that. And I don't know if AI even wants to try. What? No, you're looking at the real deal, and you can find out for yourself if you come to Summer Fire that's coming up. Now, there's two things I want to invite you to. First of all, I want to invite you to the opening Sunday at the brand new Freedom Fellowship Church right here in Lady Lake, Florida. I really want you to come. It is July 5th. Come to Florida, celebrate the 4th of July, and then come to church on July 5th at 10 a.m. Come early if you want to get a seat. That's how powerful I believe this opening service is going to be. If you'd like to be in the last meeting of the tent, we were in the tent 5 years. We're actually to the day, July 5th, when we go into the new building. Come Father's Day. Come Father's Day. It's the last Sunday morning under the big tent. Father's Day, June 21st. I'll be preaching the final message there. We're baptizing people. I've already got 2 people who asked me to be baptized. I know more are going to, so we'll have the water ready. And we'll be baptizing on the final day at the tent on Father's Day. So please come, okay? You can be in on that. Or you can meet me and Heidi, if you like, at the tent or at the brand new building on July 5th. We'd love to meet you. So would all the staff there, pastors, Pastor Melvin Whittington and his wife Lily, Israel Hall and his wife Kristen, and AC Cordell. We all want to meet you, not only us, but our welcoming team. Now, if you want to meet me in Indiana, some of you live in the north, you can meet me at the Community Gospel Baptist Church. We're having we're having a homecoming, really. Summer Fire. It is August 28, 29, and 30. And Kevin Wilson will be there. Kevin Copley and Mike Fletcher will be there. Bishop Larry Ragland will be there. I'll be there. And even, I believe, Pastor Mark Saylor out of Michigan will be there. And all of his singers. It will be unbelievable weekend. And don't worry, it's free. There's no tickets, and the food you're going to get some food on Saturday between services, and Sunday after the final service Sunday morning, a huge dinner on the ground. All of it free. We want to take care of you. Come on. This is what we call Summer Fire. But come this year, it's special because we're returning back to Knox. We haven't been in Knox, Indiana, at the church for these meetings for 5 years. We're returning, and we want you to come be a part of that as well. That is August 28, 29, and 30. So come to Freedom Fellowship on July 5th for the opening Sunday, first Sunday service in the brand new building, and come to Community Gospel Baptist Church in Knox, Indiana. And with the passing of my dad, it's going to be a very special time. I want you to come in honor of my father. If you would do that, it would greatly bless me. Okay. The theme is this old church, and you'll see we're going to be doing some repairs. You may want to come and participate in that and help restore this old church. Okay. Guys, I got to let you go. I got a lot going on. There's a ton of stuff happening. I've been busy all day, I'm just kind of tired. But you know what? If something happens here this evening, I'll be right back here, right here. Give your life to Jesus Christ. I'll be right back here. This is the coming apocalypse. Do you have your tickets yet? Oh, no. Oh, well, here's the good news. Today is what, July 8th? I mean, no, June 8th. June 8th. The webinar is June 19th. Someone just asked, can I still get a ticket? Absolutely. It's June. This is June 8th today. The webinar is June 19th. You can order your ticket right now. And you'll be ready for one of the most powerful webinars we've ever done, if not the most important. I know it's the most important one because of the timing, because of disclosure. Are you saved?